Inravio.com.
And welcome to the weekly show on the Inravio TV network.
Music.
Dancing, I know. And this is another episode, getting you over the hump, having some fun here on the Wednesday, the hump day.
It's finally getting warm, and the snow is melting a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm happy because I did not like snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we didn't get snow. We got
You should like snow. You got to stay home for 2 days and cook. And
Yeah, I did. I got to stay
I was the
home
one who
and-
went out and shoveled.
Oh, please. You were out for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, now I got heart pain. Now I got chest pains.
You do not. Like 15 minutes you snowed. You shoveled. You slept for 48 hours.
I slept for 48 hours straight. Or something like that.
Almost. You got up to pee.
I did. Probably you got to do that. All right, well, we got a great mix of stupid news, oddball criminals, heartwarming romance, and so much more you won't want to miss. So stay tuned. You're watching the weekly show only on the Inravio TV network. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris West Jake, and if Inravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Master. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop. 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
back.
All right.
All right. I thought you were going to do it. I thought you
Oh,
were gonna
welcome
say
back.
hello.
Thanks for joining us on the weekly show. Bonnie has a lot more to talk about, so again.
Oh, I do? No, I don't. We have a ton of things to talk about. Lots of really cool stories and some icky ones and some heartwarming ones and all that kind of stuff. So I think we should get right to it with my favorite part of the show, Stupid News. Okay. Have you ever wondered what the little tiny pocket on your jeans is for? You know, the one that's inside of the other pocket?
No.
You've never wondered?
I knew what it was for.
Oh, yeah, what's it for?
Change.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Pocket watch does not fit in it.
That's what it was originally meant for.
I have a pocket watch. It does not fit.
Doesn't matter. That's what it was originally meant for. I'm serious. It's true. According to Levi's, the jeans company.
Jeans company.
That's right. It was originally for men who wore pocket watches and needed a protective place to store them. So there. Levi's points out, of course, that the pocket has also served as many other purposes over time, from condom storage to coin hoarding, but actually, that's what it was really for. According to historian Tracy Panic, the pocket appears on the oldest pair of jeans in the Levi's archives, which date to approximately 1879. So there you go. It's a
Well,
pocket
I will
watch
recheck
pocket.
my pocket watch when I get home, but I don't think it fits.
No, I'm sure it doesn't.
Now, the vests that they used to wear had the small pocket on the outside. That was for pocket watches.
Yes.
Like the train conductors, their vests, they still have the little pocket watch.
Yes. But the pocket on the jeans used to be bigger.
Okay.
Now it's just decorative.
Well, it's like for putting change in it. And
can't put
guitar
anything
players,
in
it's
them.
for putting a guitar pick. I
Yes.
put a guitar pick in every one of them. It stays there. You always have one whenever you need it.
Until I find it in the dryer.
Yeah, it normally doesn't come out small pocket, stays in tight. Well, the naturalist and the OC will have to stop going au naturel if they want to keep using Huntington Beach gym and pool. Since 2007, the Orange County group has rented the facility for private gatherings at which members play basketball, volleyball, and swim, all while naked. The gatherings came to an end in September after city manager Fred Wilson signed a regulation banning gymnasium nudity. Wilson says it was too difficult for city employees to get their work done in the presence of naked people. Really? Well, the nudists are asking the city council to rescind the order.
I'm thinking if
Do
they
you
just,
not like the nudity?
well, there are people who don't like it because, you know, you're sitting on various types of equipment with your all together.
Yeah, you're all together hanging out,
Yes,
teabagging
the bench, yes.
the bench, so to speak.
But really, when you think about it, your clothes aren't really all that much of a barrier when you're sweating, you know, because whatever is on your clothes or on yourself is pretty much getting
The
liquefied.
sweat is getting on the machine anyway, hence you've got to
Yes.
wipe them down anyway.
Exactly. So if the problem that they're having is that the gym workers are not getting their work done because they're too busy looking at the naked
Oogling
people,
at the naked people.
then seeing as how the nudists they're renting the place so that they have it to themselves exclusively, then part of the deal should be that they have to either maintain the place themselves or bring in their own
Naked
workers.
janitors, I love it.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. Naked guy with a tool belt on. Could you picture that?
Yes, actually I can.
He's got two hammers hanging.
I'm kind of liking that one. Okay. Yeah, so I think I just solved the problem.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Naked janitors.
Absolutely. Naked gym workers
Naked gym workers.
on the nudist days.
On the nudist days.
Absolutely. All right, the village of Whitesboro has decided to change course when it comes to their town seal, opting for a redesign after getting national attention from Comedy Central's The Daily Show last week. The announcement comes 11 days after the majority of the village residents voted 157 to 55 to reject the adoption of a new seal. The village's longtime seal, which has been called racist, depicts a white man grabbing a Native American around the neck. The mayor said the emblem dates to the early 1900s and depicts a friendly wrestling match between village founder Hugh White and an Oneida Indian. It says White won the match and the lasting goodwill of the Oneidas. The seal appears on village police cars, signs, and stationery, and controversy has waxed and waned over the years and came to a head last summer when an online petition was posted by someone who saw the logo and took offense. Whitesboro Mayor Patrick O'Connor explained the vote was held because they realized it was inevitable that our community was going to be the focus of such a controversial issue. The village board felt that it would be more beneficial to participate in the process as opposed to running the risk of having anything and everything be said about the village, its residents, and its history in a one-sided comedic barrage. He went on to say the vote was just a way to gauge village residents' opinion on the matter. But now, the mayor seems to have changed the plan of action, explaining that in the days after the vote, many residents stated they supported having the seal redrawn in a more modern, detailed, and culturally appropriate way, as long as it kept the history. How do you do that? The mayor said he was also contacted by descendants of the White family who said they supported the design of a new logo as well. He announced Friday morning the village and the Oneida Indian Nation would work together to create a new emblem for the village in an effort to establish a new legacy, as well as accurately represent the historical and current relations between the nation and the village. How do you change that? You have this guy and this Native
Other
American,
guy.
and one of them has his hands around the neck of the other. How do you change it and make it culturally okay?
And they're both the same color. How do you know one's an Indian and one's
They're not
Put
the
that back
same
up.
color. They're not the same color.
I'm looking at it. They look like they're the same color there.
No, can we have that picture back? There we go. Well, see this one. It's kind of
All right,
hard
now
to
the
tell.
face looks white and the other one looks red.
Right.
So unless they're both wearing brown clothes,
They are.
but he looks like he's wearing some kind of underwear or something like that.
Well, the Native American is wearing pants, and he's red-skinned, which is it's trying to stop him from
Oh,
falling.
that's right. Maybe it is a public service thing. Oh, I fall and I can't. Wait a minute. I got you. But now, really, where do you draw the line? Because it looks like they both have their hands around the other guy's neck.
Yes, it does. It does. Well, like I said, technically it's supposed to be them wrestling, and that's the natural history of the whole thing. Is
Personally,
them
I think that it was just early gay people, and they were actually lovers. So I think it actually is
they
politically
caught
correct.
them in
In
the
the
beginning
throes
of an
of-
embrace.
In the beginning of the embrace, yeah. So I think that it is politically correct. I mean, because it is gay people, you wouldn't want to
You wouldn't want to offend them.
offend them, would you? would we really want to do that? Probably not, right?
As a whole, no. Certain specific ones, absolutely.
So as a whole, no, but certain, we can single them out.
That's right. Certain ones that I don't like personally.
Yeah,
That's right.
target them.
Yes. But I know them. It's not that I'm targeting them because they're gay. It's targeting them because I know them and I don't like them.
Oh, okay. Well, that might be a different story. All right.
But that's just it.
Well, let's take another breather and check in with Joe Larson for his 5 off, 5 on update.
Hi, this is Joe Larson from the 5 Off, 5 On Racing Show at Inravio.com. If you missed last week's show, you missed our in-studio guest, Super Pro Truck driver Jimmy Rennick Jr., and the 2014 Auburndale Speedway Pure Stock champion Nicholas Malverde sharing stories about racing. We also announced the 2016 NASCAR Hall of Fame inductees Jerry Cook, Bobby Isaac, Terry Labonte, Curtis Turner, and Bruton Smith. We discussed Sal Liccardi's announcement of his modified ride for 2016 as well. Tune in next Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. at www.inravio.com as we talk about the results of the indoor races at the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We will have more announcements from the world of Sprint Cup Series racing and maybe even a surprise guest. Tune in Monday night again at 7 p.m. and don't miss all the other shows here on the Inravio TV network. We'll see you on Monday.
You think maybe he'll bring in Ernie Irvan or Ward Burton?
Well, we can hope. Well, we had a couple people there that we knew, right? Nicholas Malverde. You know, we
Yeah,
remember
I
his
can't.
dad.
I can't really say we
He's a
knew
little.
him.
He's a little baby when last time.
Yeah,
I saw
last
him,
time
yeah.
we saw him, he couldn't even walk yet. So yeah, no.
It's been a while.
Yeah. You'd say like, no, you know Chuck and Bonnie, and he'd go, huh?
What? Who?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, can't really say we know him.
That's a story that's got to come from his dad.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, we have time for a couple more quick stories before we go to break, or?
I think we have time for one more.
All right, let's do
So
it.
how about something nice?
That sounds good.
All right.
Well, this is a good one. How about this one? The Budweiser Clydesdales have a new family member.
Yay.
The first foal of 2016, named Mac, was born Tuesday at Warm Springs Ranch in Missouri.
So cute.
Mac joins the Anheuser-Busch herd of over 160 Clydesdales. Mac will live at Warm Springs Ranch in Boonesville, Missouri, while he learns the ins and outs of being a Budweiser Clydesdale. Warm Springs Ranch says the tradition of Budweiser Clydesdales started in 1933 when they made their first ever appearance as a gift from August A. Bush Jr. and Adolphus Bush to their father in celebration of the repeal of Prohibition.
That's so cool.
Awesome. I'm thinking now, I'm going out on a limb here,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking he's going to be in the commercial during the Super Bowl.
Do you think so? The brand new baby one?
I think they're probably going to get him in there somewhere. Why wouldn't they?
Isn't the Super Bowl set to happen like really soon?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
You think that they waited that long to film the commercial? I mean, they're not us. They don't wait till the very last second.
Well, he didn't just get born 2 days ago, did he?
He's pretty new.
Yeah, pretty new.
He's pretty new. I mean, he's not 2 days ago, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty new.
It's going to be interesting to see, the Budweiser Clydesdales, and they always do something for the Super Bowl, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to their commercial.
The big
I always
game.
enjoy it.
As we are. We're having the big game party here at the Inravio TV network. I think Glory Day is going to be having one on the February 6th Saturday show. So we're
Cool.
going to have a big Super
Tony
Bowl
gonna come and cook?
extravaganza. Yes, I think Tony D will be here cooking for the live studio audience we're going to have.
Excellent. Tony's a
And
great
I
cook.
think we're going to have some guests in studio, and it's going to be a nice show. It's always a fun time. We always have a fun time.
Yeah, all right.
Big
Excellent.
game day party.
Nice.
And here's the cool part. What we're going to do is you can go to the Inravio Facebook page and just say, I want to come to the party. And you could win tickets to come to that.
Cool. How many people
Big
are going to
game
get to
party.
win?
I think we're only going to have about 40 in the studio.
And all of them are going to be winners, or some of them are
Yeah.
invited guests?
Well, I think they're going to be winners.
40 winners. Nice.
Yeah.
Very
I know it was a big clamor there last year. We had a lot of people that wanted to come, so I think we're going to open it up to the listeners and give everybody a fair shot,
Very cool.
Instead of a first come, first serve, we'll give everybody a fair shot. And we'll get your name in the hat, and we'll pull the names out of the hat.
Very cool. All right. Well, with Valentine's Day coming up, you would think the news would be filled with Valentine's Day stuff. But actually, this week, it's drugs and some of the odd things people on drugs do. So stay tuned. We've got the lowdown on the drug world right after this.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
It's always been important to us to have music a part of our lives, part of our children's lives. At Village Music Shop, Bonnie and Chuck have not only made it possible for our kids to learn and understand and read music and enjoy playing a musical instrument, but they've also made it fun.
I really like coming here. I like coming to Village Music because everybody here is nice.
And they've inspired some creativity and imagination and taught them discipline. And along the way, they've gotten some self-confidence, really been like a part of our family.
And welcome back to the show
Welcome back,
on the Inravio TV network. It's a weekly show. I am Chuck.
Bonnie.
So at most offices in America, smoking a joint during your lunch break or eating cannabis-laced brownies at your desk would land you in HR. But in some states, not only won't you be punished, you might be rewarded. Kyle Sherman and Chase Wiseman co-founded FlowHub, which provides software for the cannabis industry, in 2015. The Denver-based startup has been a weed-friendly workplace from day one. Our philosophy at FlowHub is to get S done, said Sherman. If it helps our employees get work done, then we don't care if they consume at work. Sherman and Chase both consume marijuana at work, either in weekly brainstorming meetings or toward the end of the day. Really. So while recreational marijuana is legal in Colorado, smoking of any kind isn't allowed in the building. So FlowHub's 18 employees, most of them millennials, are free to bring in cannabis-infused edible sodas and juices. So far, there haven't been any negative outcomes.
I don't know.
I don't know, what do you think?
No.
Dude, man, this project is like awesome.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm really all for that that kind of stuff going on in my business.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Just not a really professional thing to be
No, but
happening.
you know, the ironic thing is this whole, pot type business is a million or multi-million dollar business. If you were involved in this in some way, you'd be like loaded. I don't know. Part of me wants to go ahead and do it. Not to do the drug, but to, have some kind of a business regarding it, because it seems like all the boneheads in the world actually want to do this stuff.
The Inravio TV Pot Network. Broadcasting to you live, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, maybe we can have a pot tasting show or something. I don't know. Anyway.
There you go, that'll do it.
Well, keeping to the same theme, it was an unusual 911 call that tipped off police in Rexburg, Idaho, that Leland Ayala Doliente and Holland Sward had entered the state with 20 pounds of marijuana because Ayala Doliente is the one who placed it. The two men were hauling pot from Las Vegas to Montana when at some point they broke the cardinal rule of dope dealing. Don't get high off your own supply. They came to believe incorrectly that undercover cops were following them. You can hear Ayala say to the 911 dispatcher, "Hi, we're the two dumbasses that got caught trying to bring some stuff through your border, and all your cops are just driving around us like a bunch of jackwagons, and I'd like for you to, just end it." When asked if they have weapons, Ayala Doliente says, "No, just a bunch of snacks and stuff." Ayala Doliente and Sward were each charged with felony drug trafficking, given that their haul had a street value of $16,000. Sward received a 5-year suspended sentence, 5 years of probation, and a month in jail. Ayala, who tested positive for pot, cocaine, and oxycodone on his November sentencing, received a 1.5 to 8 years in prison. Can you imagine
They should have got another 10 years on top of that.
Just for being dumb?
Just for being dumbasses.
It wasn't even cops following them around. It was just regular, everyday people in their regular, everyday cars. And they thought they were undercover cops.
Should I do that one day? Should I come in like I'm stoned?
I would never believe it in a zillion years.
Kyle, man, this video from the barber is like freaking me out, man.
No.
No, wouldn't work.
No.
It's like Cheech and Chong, these two guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Where's your license? It's on the bumper, man.
Exactly. Well, keeping with drugs, we have yet another story.
Great. Well, the suspect being hunted by German cops persuaded investigators he wasn't trying to build a bomb by admitting he was attempting to make something else, drugs. Police in the western city of Cologne questioned the 44-year-old man Wednesday on suspicion he bought chemicals that could be used to make explosives. So after giving several reasons for his purchase, the man eventually conceded that he wasn't going to use the chemicals to produce that he was going to use the chemicals to produce narcotic substances instead of explosives. The subject turned himself in Tuesday night after authorities launched a manhunt and published surveillance camera images following a tip-off from staff at a retailer in Pulheim. Following their questioning and searches of the man's apartment, officials were satisfied he did not want to make a bomb and released him. However, police said that the preliminary investigations had been launched against the man on suspicion of violated German drug laws. So they found that he was making drugs, so they released him. You're not making bombs. Go ahead.
You're not making bombs, so go ahead and make your drugs.
Be on your way. Stop at Taco Bell, German Taco Bell, and pick up a...
That is the weirdest sounding thing I've ever heard.
Is it all German stuff weird sounding? I'm German. I can't understand what they say. There's a lot of phlegm going on there.
Yes. Yeah. I just can't believe that they let him go.
I can't believe, well, it's the world we live in, that this many people are doing drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of drug talk.
Yeah.
I think I need a breather. Why don't we check in with Rick Eberly and find out what's going on this week and next week?
All right.
Good evening once again, all my streamers and dreamers out there. It's your favorite person in the universe, Rick Eberly, back to give you the heads up on this week's coolest, funnest, dopest, ridiculous events. Oh, there are some events for show. First up is a special show for all you metalcore fans out there. You're a metal fan, right? Yeah, of course you are. American metalcore juggernauts for today will be rocking and holy rolling all night at Revolution Bar and Music Hall. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. for Ice 9 Kills. So grab your tickets now for just $15. But maybe you're looking for less of a mosh pit and more of a rave. Well, we got you covered, homie. Head down to Webster Hall tomorrow for their infamous Thursday night house party. The DJs you know and love, from Just Blaze to DJ Soul, are back yet again to tear down New York City, one beat at a time. As always, advance tickets are just $20, and the party starts at 10 p.m. This is the last one. Yeah, I know it's cold out and you have to put on pants. Who cares? Just do it. Mariana's Trench is playing, and you know they put on a good show. They have to. Their band is named after a pretty awesome hole. Well, anyway, they play Friday at the Paramount. The show is at 8 p.m., so don't be late. Or be late, I don't really care. Well, that wraps it up. As always, be sure you're showing some love by following @Inravio on Twitter, liking our post at facebook.com/InRavioWeekly, and checking out our other awesome live content at Inravio.com. Also, make sure you're hanging with me over at RickEberly.com, at Rick Eberly on Instagram and Twitter, and all that good stuff. And finally, this week and next week is brought to you, as always, by Village Music Shop in Massac, New York, your one-stop shop for music instruction and equipment. Have a great night, Internet. We'll see you all next time.
Thanks, Rick. That was ridiculous.
That was a funny one.
I think that's his new name. Rick-diculous.
Crazy. All right. Before we go to another break, I did actually find one story that has to do with Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It's not really a nice one, but it has to do with Valentine's Day. For the 6th year running, the Bronx Zoo is offering die-hard romantics the chance to name a cockroach after their beloved for Valentine's Day. The promotion gets a ton of press every year, probably because people find cockroaches so revolting that the whole idea seems pretty hilarious. Last year, a BuzzFeed writer suggested that instead of using the naming scheme to honor their loved ones, they use it as a way to get back at their exes. The San Francisco Zoo had the same idea and marketed Valentine's Day cockroach and scorpion naming rights as a way to tarnish the memory of ex-lovers. But really, the Bronx Zoo had the right idea to begin with. Having a cockroach, in this case, one of the thousands of Madagascar hissing cockroaches that reside at the zoo, named after you, should be considered an honor, not an insult. Here's just a few reasons. Believe it or not, cockroaches are survivors. We know that. Anyone who's ever ever dealt with a cockroach infestation knows how resilient these little guys and gals are. But instead of viewing that trait with frustration and hate, think about how incredibly freaking impressive it is. They can hold their breath for 5 to 7 minutes at a time, develop resistance to pesticides in scarily fast time, and can survive harsh radiation that would destroy puny humans. That's reason one. Reason two, females are tough and independent. Under severe conditions, when no males are available, the American cockroach can lay fertile eggs with no male participation. Wow. We also need cockroaches more than they need us, believe it or not. They eat decaying vegetation, decaying stuff mostly, and if we didn't have them and the termites and the dung beetles and the decomposers, the world would be piled high in trash. They're very important recyclers. Plus, cockroaches are an important source of food for small mammals, which themselves are important food sources for larger mammals. In other words, cockroaches are total badasses and valuable members of society. If your significant other lives up to that, you're lucky. Just, I don't know, don't name a cockroach after me, okay?
The Bonnie cockroach.
No.
The Bachroach.
The cockroach.
What is it doing? It's hissing at you.
Yeah, no. I can do without that.
She's resilient. When there's no chips in the house, she finds them.
She makes her own. Oh, kale chips. Ew. Oh. Yeah, no.
Okay, well, it's time for another quick break. Stay where
So
you
I can
are
scrub
because
my brain
when
from
we
the
come, yeah,
cockroaches.
exactly. When we come back, we've got a new movie, a new listing on Airbnb, and a new game of fact to fiction, and lots more. When we come back, stick with us.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com. Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE, your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Welcome back.
Before we go any further, let's check in with Kyle from Save and Continue and his tech news update.
I'm looking forward to it. What's going on?
Take it away, Kyle.
Hello again, Internet friends. This is Kyle from Save and Continue, back once again to give you a quick update on this week's gaming and tech news. We have a couple big updates this week, so let's get straight to it. First up, bad news for all you Star Wars fans, myself included. Disney has officially announced that the highly anticipated film Star Wars Episode 8 has been delayed to December 2017. The next chapter in the newly returned franchise, which originally slated for a May 2017 release, but according to inside sources, the film will instead undergo a series of rewrites. Rumors have been flying about what these rewrites could be, from the introduction of new protagonists to the saucy addition of a love triangle. So far, all we know about the direction of the new film is that it promises to be unlike any other Star Wars adventure yet. Good stuff. Next up is some interesting news from video game juggernaut EA. The entertainment publisher has officially announced their absence from this year's E3 Entertainment Expo. E3 is seen as the end-all be-all for video game announcements and updates. However, EA has opted out of showing up in favor of launching their own player-orientated events, EA Play. This event will be aimed at pleasing consumers, allowing fans to enter and experience the latest EA titles. This is a great move by EA, considering E3 is open to only industry professionals and media. Finally, VR has officially arrived as Oculus begins prepping the first VR systems available for consumer purchase. The Oculus Rift VR head-mounted display has officially been priced at $600, not including the computer system also needed to play. So far, tech reports have been praising the Rift, commending its low-latency movements and crystal-clear images. But with the HTC Vive and PlayStation VR not far behind, we'll have to wait and see if it can stay on top. Well, that wraps it up for me, but be sure you're following @Inravio on Twitter, liking our posts over at facebook.com/Inravio.com or facebook.com/SaveAndContinue show, and checking out our other awesome live shows at Inravio.com. For more video game and tech updates, catch Save and Continue live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only at Inravio.com/live in the gaming channel. I will see you all then. Have a great night.
Wow.
Well, thanks, Kyle. Good stuff.
And a big old delay on the next Star Wars. That's ridiculous. They need to hurry.
Big old delay. It's a couple of months.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
It's May, December.
All the actors in there that they've brought back.
They could drop dead any minute.
Any minute. The way 2016's been going, and we're just losing people like crazy.
Like flies, yeah.
I know. We're going to start losing. They need to hurry. Do it fast. Who knows what's going to happen?
Prop them up and just shoot them.
Be like Weekend at Bernie's, but Star Wars edition. Oh, goodness. All right. The British Board of Film Classification describes Charlie Lynn's paint drying as a film showing paint drying on a wall. It contains no material likely to offend or harm and should be suitable for audiences aged 4 years and over. The cost of that classification, more than $6,000. But hey, it was money. Well spent, says Lynn, who created the 10-hour movie, which indeed shows nothing but paint drying on a brick wall, with the sole intention of sticking it to the man. Basically, any film aiming for a UK release has to be reviewed by the BBFC, which charges $145 per review, plus an additional $10 and change for each minute the film runs. Because Lynn knew examiners would have to watch an entire flick to review it, he started a Kickstarter campaign with the goal of creating the longest and most boring movie possible. In the end, Lynn raised about $8,500 and submitted a 607-minute film for review. 2 examiners had to watch the film over 2 days.
I thought the most boring film was Dynamite Chicken.
I don't even know what that is, but how much boring could it possibly be just staring at a painted brick wall for 10 hours? 10 hours. I love it.
Works. Hey, if you got the money to spend, why not? And it wasn't even his, it was a Kickstarter campaign.
Right, but the whole point was because it's ridiculous. $10 a minute for them to watch this film and rate it for you, that's crazy.
$600 an hour, right?
Yeah, exactly. I want that job that gets paid $600 an hour to watch movies.
It's great.
Love it. I want that job.
And you can watch the paint drying on the brick wall.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. $600 an hour.
They're not getting paid $600 an hour.
No.
Somebody's getting it.
Yeah.
Well, two Captain Calamity sailors who have been rescued for a 9th time in 7 months while trying to sail from Norway to America, Bungling Bob Weiss and Steve Shapiro, ironically enough, both 71, and I know it's Steve Shapiro, managed to set their boat on fire, having left a candle burning while it was moored. Just the latest in a long line of mishaps to delay their sailing adventure. The hapless U.S. yachtsmen set off from Scandinavia in their 40-foot sailing boat, Nora, for a last hurrah expedition last July, but have since endured a catalog of disasters. Their 18-ton boat suffered considerable damage in the latest incident after it tipped over while in Hale Harbor, Cornwall, exacerbated by the fact that had left a candle burning while they popped ashore for groceries. Mr. Shapiro said they were determined to finish their mission and finally leave Europe despite already troubling emergency services in Norway, Denmark, Scotland, Ireland, and England. We are both fine. The boat was supposed to be tied in by the mast, but it didn't get set forth. The boat fell over at low tide, and as it is in dry harbor, he said of the latest incident, which happened just days after one of them had to be rescued in a rowing boat. Obviously, we were not happy. It appears that a candle had not been blown out properly, and a little spark relit itself. We are not going to leave until this is fixed and we get the right wind, which looks like it will be next week. The boat is very resilient and rides well and can travel at high speeds. Other incidents on the trip included the pair being towed to the shore after running aground, the boat's engine failing, battery problems, and one of them slipping over on deck. Rescue Services and fisherman Grant Laura said they don't have a clue what they're doing.
You've had 2 71-year-olds on, I don't know, their bucket list kind of thing, I guess, going, I want to sail from Norway to America. And did you get a look at that poor boat?
I saw it. I'd like to get a look at the 2 guys.
Oh, they were in the picture.
Were they? Did I not see
Yeah,
them?
they were in one of the pictures, I'm pretty sure. That poor little boat.
That poor little boat.
There they are, 2 71-year-old dudes. Yeah. Poor Nora.
Interesting. Ironically enough, I know a Steve Shapiro who used to sail,
Oh, yeah?
and he should be about 71.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. An enterprising New Yorker sought to turn a walloping snowfall into a money spinner by building an igloo in his backyard and advertising it as a boutique getaway for two on Airbnb for $200 a night. But freelance art director Patrick Horton said his icy listing lasted on the property sharing website just 6 hours before he was informed that it was being removed for not meeting occupancy standards. Horton said he and two roommates spent 6 hours building Brooklyn's answer to a traditional Arctic home. He then advertised the boutique winter igloo for two on Airbnb in hip neighborhood Greenpoint. Despite Airbnb giving him the cold shoulder, Horton says he got 5 inquiries while the listing was live. He was quoted as saying, "Interestingly enough, Airbnb actually allows igloos to be rented. There are igloos on their site, but for some reason ours did not meet the qualifications." Airbnb did not immediately respond for comment, but Horton says he's thinking about listing it on Craigslist. Oh my God. I'm thinking it probably was not approved or it was rejected or whatever, probably because it doesn't have a bathroom.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise,
Needed to incorporate a little outhouse.
Exactly. Yeah,
Might have made it happen.
that could have done it.
Remarkable.
I wouldn't want to sleep in an igloo. It's too cold.
It's too cold.
Yeah, no, it's too cold.
Why don't we take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have an amazing story of true love and a new game of fact or fiction.
Okay.
When we come back.
Hey, this is Chris Let's Jake, and if Inravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Welcome back. All right, this story is one I've been really excited about telling you.
All right,
Because
cool.
this is really, really a sweet story.
Nice. That's what we need.
All right. Norwood Thomas said, all through my life, I had this little thought of, what if? What if he had been more serious about the beautiful girl he met in London while on leave there during World War II? What if he hadn't lost track of her all those years ago? What if he had said something different in the letter, the one he wrote asking her to marry him, that might have changed her reply? He'd had a good, long life, a wonderful marriage, 3 kids, a home in Virginia Beach, Virginia. He was happy with his lot, but still, the 93-year-old sometimes wondered, what if? He might still be wondering if it weren't for the fact that a woman on the other side of the globe was asking herself the exact same thing. Joyce Morris, an 88-year-old divorcee now living in Australia, also had lingering questions about the handsome paratrooper with the southern drawl she'd met in 1945. What if she'd said yes to marriage? What if she had moved to America with him? What might her life have been like? Where might they be now? The thought came to her a few months ago while her son was sitting at the computer. She asked him, "Can you find people on that thing?" A search for Norwood Thomas, 101st Airborne, turned up an old Virginian pilot article about a man who went skydiving for his 88th birthday. Morris's son contacted the reporter who called Thomas. He was shopping in Home Depot when he got the call. He says, Joyce Durant, struggling to place the name. Then he gasped, "Oh my God." Soon after, they were chatting over Skype like teenagers, reminiscing about their whirlwind wartime romance. Next month, Thomas will fly the 10,000 miles from Virginia Beach to Adelaide, Australia, to hug Morris for the first time since 1945. He expects to be there for Valentine's Day. Morris and Thomas met 72 years ago on the banks of the River Thames, just months before Thomas was due to parachute into Normandy. They spent all their weekends together, laughing, taking walks, getting dinner at their favorite cafe, and then without warning, it stopped. Thomas shipped out to France shortly after and wound up moving back to Virginia after the war. They just went on with their lives and had their,
Wow.
they had marriages and children and all that kind of stuff, but yet somewhere in the back of their mind,
They
what
kept
if?
remembering.
Yep.
What if?
And now, 91 and 88, and they're finally getting together.
Wow, that's
That is
cool.
so cute.
It's nice. Just like us, 91 and 88.
I'm sorry, that is just adorable. I love it.
It is.
That
It's
is
very
the
nice.
sweetest Valentine story I think I've
That's
ever heard
good.
in my
That's
life.
a good we should get them on the Skype. They're
They're gonna
Skyping
be in
like teenagers
Australia.
anyway. We'll have to see if we can contact them for Valentine's Day, get them on the show.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
it would be cool.
That'd be nice. I will try that.
Okay.
They probably got a Facebook page now. They're probably on Instagram. They're probably periscoping.
Why not? He parachuted for his 88th birthday. So, yeah, I'm thinking they've got all that stuff. All right. Okay.
All right.
So, let's wrap up the show with our favorite game, Fact or Fiction.
All right.
Okay, Rose, a white rat and supporting actress in the Broadway hit The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, has died aged 8 months. Fact or fiction? I can't help, I know the answer to this one.
Fact.
It is actually fact. Just 4 days after making her Broadway debut, Rose was fatally injured when a metal door on one of the shelves she was playing on came off its hinges and landed on her. Oh my God! I didn't know how she died. I just knew she died. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Aw, poor thing. I mean, I'm not into rats, but ew, that's so sad. Okay. Explaining that his afternoons and evenings were still pretty much wide open, local man Eric Lang told reporters Friday that he had figured drug addiction would take up a lot more of his free time. Fact or fiction?
Fact. The stories we got today, fact.
Oh, fiction.
Ah.
Thank goodness. Could you imagine?
I need a hobby, so I was figuring maybe I could follow suit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's a good one. All right, I think this is the last one. An East Chicago councilman was sworn into office behind bars earlier this month while in custody on murder charges.
Fact. It's got to be fact. Come on, it's got to be fact.
Oh my God.
It's got to be.
It is fact. Oh my God. Robert Battle, who was reelected in November when he ran unopposed, was given his oath of office and signed required paperwork on January 15th while still in his jail cell. The murder charge came just weeks after Battle was arrested for drug possession.
Good.
Wow.
Welcome to America. Have a nice day.
That's incredible. I'm sorry, that's just too funny.
He's behind bars and they elected him.
Yes.
So look at all the rest of these politicians. They're not behind. We're going to elect them like it's going out of style.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. Well,
Okay, well.
that brings us to another close of another show.
And all the stupidity that's out there in the world. Hopefully next week, as we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, I'll have a little bit more of the heartwarming.
Okay, yeah. I need my heart warmed.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's cold. All right, well, it looks like we are once again out of time. But thank you so much, as always, to all our amazing viewers. We'll be back with an all-new live weekly show next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only at Inravio.com/live. Until then, be sure you're visiting Inravio.com and checking out our other live shows, following at Inravio on Twitter, and liking our posts at Facebook.com/Inravio Weekly. And check out Save and Continue tomorrow, and check out Divas on Demand. The replay is up on the website.
We're gonna have Sarah Martin in studio next week
Yay!
From Divas on Demand, and she's gonna give us a lowdown on the whole Divas on Demand show.
And what it's all about and why.
And what it's all about, and what is this whole drool for the shoot thing, and the week and the thing, and all the rest of the stuff.
You're a man, you know.
All this girly girl stuff.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we'll see you all next time. See you
That's
later.
right.
Bye.
Live every day like it's your last.